Hey, what's going on, people? It's your man, Chris. This is Easter Sunday, so I don't even know if I should talk about this on Easter Sunday. But before I get into this video, let me give a special shout out to the lovely Nikki. Whoever you are, I hope you're doing okay. Now to talk about this video, man, because this video, this Mimi Faust sex tape thing, was really like a porno. To be honest with you, I figured, why don't I put my 2 cents in, because I'm one of those people who had no idea who she was until all of this stuff started getting out about the shower rods and all of this stuff. I'm just like, well, who is this woman? When I saw the little thing about the shower rod, I'm like, hey, I guess alright, this was my view of it. I'm like most men, right? We see stuff like that and we kind of imagine ourselves as being the man who's doing whatever's happening to the chick too. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at this like she looks kind of like a porn star. Looks like she got a big tattoo on her arm right there. So I'm thinking she's a porn star stripper doing, but apparently, I hear about this before I even know who the woman is. So I'm checking out who the woman is. Apparently she's somebody's, I don't know if she's ever married to this dude or whether she's just a baby mama, Stevie J. She's supposed to have a 3-year-old daughter. In fact, even when you think about it, the time thing, I'm like, she was with some dude. And now 3 years later, she's doing a sex tape with a 3-year-old girl, and that time frame sounds like too much is going on. But anyway, I'm not a fan of Love. I'm not a fan of most of those shows. Like the most I watched was Love and the Basketball Wives thing. That was only because who's Doug Christie's wife was on it one time, and the reputation of Doug Christie's wife, that she has him locked down and all kinds. So I wanted to see her, but that was the only time I really watched a show like that. Oh no, I did watch Flavor of Love, but for those of you who watch my old videos, I only watched that because I kind of dug the way that girl hoops looked. But I'm hearing about this and I'm just like, okay, now I'm hearing she's a middle-aged woman and she has this 3-year-old and, she's supposed to have her own business, and from what I'm reading, she's supposed to carry herself as a respectable character on the show, on the respectable, at least conservative woman. I don't watch the show, so I can't really... in fact, when I've heard of Benzino. When Benzino got shot, I didn't even know he was the same show he's associated with. So, I've heard of Stevie J as well, but if you asked me to name any cuts from Benzino or Stevie J, I could not tell you what anything any of them's actually done. So all this about Stevie J, Jocelyn, the love triangle stuff, I don't know, but I do know that this woman's supposed to be a respectable woman with a kid, and it just seems like a bad move. Some people say that apparently her husband has a sex tape with Eve and she was doing this to get back at him, but I'm just like, okay, I don't see how she sees this getting back at him, because she basically makes herself look, I shouldn't say she makes herself look like a slut. You know what, most sex tapes, alright, in fact, most sex tapes, they have a scene called a facial, right, and to me, the facial is... That scene in the sex tape is basically tell you personally, I've never done that and never will do that, because to me, that's just like basically making a woman look like shit. Now, I can see how dudes can get off on that. I don't see how women, because if you ever watch these porn videos, women actually want this to happen. I'm just like, why would you actually want somebody to do that to you? That's basically telling you, that's calling you a fucking whore or something like that when you do that to a chick. So I'm just like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not macho enough or something, but I just can't see getting off on doing that, busting off in the chick's face. That's what the facial is. I don't know. But they have chicks actually want that. That's basically, you see chicks want that. That's like the meme. Now, if she did something like that in the sex tape, and, apparently the sex tape's coming out soon, but I'm just like, this whole thing, I'm giving my perspective on it, because as a guy who didn't even know who the hell she was until all this talk was all over the internet about this chick and her sex tape and her shower rod scene. And I'm just like, well, hey, to me, if you want to be seen as a respectable woman and all of that, that's not something that you do. So, and as far as her getting back at her man, I'm like, hey, I don't see how she's getting back. In my opinion, she made herself look really bad, because apparently, from what I hear, he left her for a younger woman, and I don't know whether they have a sex tape out or not, but maybe she thought her having sex with this guy was going to make him feel bad. But if he already left, apparently he did it on the TV show or something like that. I don't know if that's really going to hurt him too much. I can't see how a woman would see that's like revenge. You know, her having sex with a man, with another man, is going to be revenge. That's going to hurt out. I mean, they say he left her and all of that stuff, so it's not like he wanted her. I mean, if he still wanted her, I can see how that might hurt him, but it's just crazy. And, you know, speaking of that on image, some people saying that that's like a negative image of black women, but I think a lot of that stuff, like the Real Housewives of Atlanta and all that stuff, I think, you know, even when I watch that stuff, when I hear about the women always fighting and all this other stuff, I think that it's a negative image of black women in general. But, you know, even I think they have some mob show about, what is it, the Real Housewives of New Jersey, where they're supposed to be fighting all the time and stuff like that too. So I guess that's just, you know, part of the thing that they do in these reality shows to get ratings. But this thing really false and sex. I can't front. I don't really know who she is. So to me, she's just like a porn actress, you know. You know, like I said, man, we just like, yo, she's riding the man using the shower curtain. So most cats, you know, thinking like, hey, she can do that with me if she want to, you know, no problem. But you know, to hear the other stuff after, she's like a, you know, single mom, and I don't know whether that's another thing. I don't know whether she's ever married to the guy she had the baby with or not, or whether she's just a baby mom who's never been married, or this dude who's supposed to be doing this is supposed to be a fiance. I don't know. I just figured out that my 2 cents is everybody's talking about this, and I'm just like, you know, I'm kind of trying to get into what the really big deal is about, but it's also kind of like some women that, I don't know, I hear some women talking like it's supposed to be some kind of empowering woman. Like, I don't see what's so empowering about that. I mean, you know, chick is getting knocked off in the video, you know, that, you know, and what's so empowering about that? Is that an empowering moment for black women? I don't see it as being as such, but, and maybe she's trying to get like Kim Kardashian. And that's another thing, people are saying that this is a black woman, so, you know, her sex tape is going to work out like Kim Kardashian's is, so. And to me, Kim Kardashian's phenomenal. I'm not even sure, you know, how do you get that famous from doing a sex tape? But to me, that's phenomenal. I mean, you know, she's at a reality show and all that. That's like, to me, that's phenomenal. That's not anything that I think any of these other women should be thinking that's really. And to be honest with you, I look at it as a whole. And as far as Kim Kardashian is concerned, I'm like, Kanye played himself and he gave her a baby because now she's always going to be in his pocket. And he's super playing himself by marrying her because, you know, she's like the neighborhood trampoline. I don't understand. But anyway, I'm just giving my 2 cents on it, you know. Anybody else, you know, comment, let me know what you think about it. Like I said, this is Easter Sunday, so I don't even know if I should be talking about a topic like this. But anyway, thanks for listening, people. Peace.